Hey everyone, Dr. Mike here. Today we're diving into a serious topic that's affecting millions around the world: drug addiction. It's a complex issue with devastating consequences, and it's crucial that we talk about it openly and honestly. The statistics on drug addiction are alarming. Millions of people are struggling with substance abuse, and the numbers continue to rise. The impact of this epidemic is far-reaching, affecting individuals, families, and communities worldwide. That's why awareness is so important. By understanding the risks and dangers associated with these substances, we can make informed decisions and protect ourselves and our loved ones. Heroin, a word that carries a heavy weight, a name synonymous with addiction and despair. It's a name synonymous with addiction and despair. This highly addictive opioid, often injected or smoked, binds to opioid receptors in the brain, leading to an intense rush of euphoria. This highly addictive opioid, often injected or smoked, binds to opioid receptors in the brain, leading to an intense rush of euphoria. The initial high is often described as a wave of pleasure, a momentary escape from reality. But this initial feeling of pleasure is short-lived. The euphoria fades quickly, leaving the user in a state of longing and desperation. Soon the body craves more, leading to a dangerous cycle of dependence and addiction. The need for the next fix becomes all-consuming, overshadowing everything else in life.
The physical withdrawal symptoms alone are enough to make anyone think twice. Nausea, vomiting, muscle cramps, and intense cravings are just the tip of the iceberg. Vomiting, muscle cramps, and intense cravings are just the tip of the iceberg. The body goes through a torturous process, making it incredibly difficult to break free from the grip of addiction. And intense cravings are just the tip of the iceberg. The mental anguish is equally severe, with anxiety, depression, and a sense of hopelessness often accompanying the physical symptoms. Long-term heroin use wreaks havoc on the body. Collapsed veins, respiratory problems, and an increased risk of infectious diseases like HIV and hepatitis C are just a few of the potential consequences. The damage to the body is extensive and often irreversible. And an increased risk of infectious diseases like HIV and hepatitis C are just a few of the potential consequences. The immune system is compromised, making the user more susceptible to a range of illnesses.
But the damage extends far beyond the physical. Heroin addiction can shatter relationships, destroy careers, and lead to financial ruin. The emotional and social toll is devastating. Heroin addiction can shatter relationships, destroy careers, and lead to financial ruin. Families are torn apart, friendships are lost, and the addict often finds themselves isolated and alone, and lead to financial ruin. The cost of maintaining the addiction can drain savings, lead to debt, and result in homelessness. It's a dark and lonely road, and breaking free from its grip requires immense strength and support. Recovery is a challenging journey, but it is possible with the right help and resources. If you or someone you know is struggling with heroin addiction, please know that there is hope. Treatment options are available and recovery is possible. Reach out to a helpline, join a support group, or seek professional counseling. You don't have to face this battle alone. Cocaine, often snorted or rubbed on the gums, is a powerful stimulant that tricks the brain into feeling invincible. It floods the system with dopamine, creating a surge of energy, confidence, and euphoria. But this high comes at a steep price. Cocaine is highly addictive, and regular use can quickly lead to dependence.
The intense cravings and withdrawal symptoms, including fatigue, depression, and irritability, can be overwhelming. The long-term effects of cocaine abuse are devastating. It can damage the heart, lungs, and brain, increasing the risk of heart attack, stroke, and seizures. But the damage doesn't stop there. Cocaine can also trigger paranoia, anxiety, and even psychosis. It can distort perceptions of reality and lead to erratic and dangerous behavior.
Breaking free from cocaine's grip is a challenging journey, but it's possible. With the right support and treatment, individuals can overcome addiction and reclaim their lives. Methamphetamine, commonly known as meth, is a powerful and highly addictive stimulant that has devastating effects on both the body and mind. It is a substance that can quickly take over a person's life, leading to severe physical and psychological consequences.
Typically smoked, snorted, or injected, methamphetamine delivers an intense and immediate high. It triggers a massive surge of dopamine in the brain, leading to intense feelings of euphoria, increased energy, and a significant decrease in appetite. Users often feel invincible and full of life, but these initial effects are deceptive and short-lived. Methamphetamine is a dangerous drug that can quickly lead to addiction, trapping users in a vicious cycle of dependency.
The intense cravings and withdrawal symptoms, including extreme fatigue, severe depression, and overwhelming paranoia, can be incredibly difficult to manage. Long-term meth use takes a devastating toll on the body, leading to significant physical deterioration.
It can cause severe dental problems, often referred to as meth mouth, as well as painful skin sores, drastic weight loss, and serious cardiovascular issues. But the damage extends far beyond the physical, affecting every aspect of a person's life. Methamphetamine can also lead to severe mental health issues, including anxiety, paranoia, terrifying hallucinations, and even psychosis.
It can alter brain chemistry, making it difficult for individuals to experience pleasure without the drug, leading to a relentless cycle of use and dependency. Breaking free from methamphetamine addiction is a challenging journey, but it's not impossible. It requires immense strength, support, and a comprehensive treatment plan.
With the right support network, effective treatment options, and unwavering determination, individuals can overcome this addiction and rebuild their lives, finding hope and healing in the process.
Prescription opioids, often prescribed to manage pain, are powerful drugs that can provide much-needed relief.
However, these medications, including oxycodone, hydrocodone, and fentanyl, carry a high risk of addiction and dependence. When taken as prescribed, opioids can effectively manage pain, but when misused or abused, they can lead to a dangerous cycle of addiction.
The body quickly builds tolerance, requiring higher doses to achieve the same effect. Long-term opioid use can have serious consequences.
It can lead to constipation, respiratory depression, and an increased risk of overdose. But the impact goes beyond the physical. Opioid addiction can strain relationships, lead to financial instability, and increase the risk of legal problems.
It's crucial to remember that opioid addiction can happen to anyone. If you or someone you know is struggling with prescription opioid abuse, please seek help.
There are treatment options available, and recovery is possible.
Fentanyl, a synthetic opioid up to 100 times more potent than morphine, is a substance that has been causing alarm across the globe. Originally developed for pain management in cancer patients, its misuse has led to a widespread crisis. This dangerous drug is now fueling a public health crisis of unprecedented proportions, overwhelming healthcare systems and communities alike.
It's often mixed with other drugs, such as heroin and cocaine, without the user's knowledge, significantly increasing the risk of accidental overdose. This unintentional mixing makes it even more perilous for unsuspecting users. Fentanyl's potency makes it incredibly dangerous. Just a few milligrams, equivalent to a few grains of salt, can be lethal. Even a tiny amount can be deadly, making it a silent killer that is hard to detect and even harder to control.
It depresses the respiratory system, leading to slowed breathing, hypoxia, and ultimately respiratory failure. In many cases, this results in fatal overdoses, leaving families and communities in mourning. The rise of fentanyl has had a devastating impact on communities worldwide, tearing apart families and leaving a trail of grief and loss.
It's a major contributor to the opioid epidemic, which has claimed countless lives and continues to be a significant public health challenge. Its presence in the illicit drug supply poses a significant threat to public health, as it is often sold under the guise of less potent drugs. Law enforcement agencies are working tirelessly to combat the fentanyl crisis, conducting raids and seizing large quantities of the drug. But it's a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach, involving not just law enforcement but also healthcare providers, community leaders and policymakers.
Education, prevention and early intervention are crucial in addressing this growing problem. Public awareness campaigns and school programs can help inform people about the dangers of fentanyl. Access to treatment and rehabilitation services is also essential, providing support for those struggling with addiction and helping them recover.
We must remain vigilant in the fight against fentanyl. By raising awareness, supporting law enforcement efforts, and advocating for effective treatment options, we can make a difference. It's a battle that requires the cooperation of everyone, from government agencies to local communities, to ensure that we can protect our loved ones from this deadly threat. Together, through education, prevention and treatment, we can work to safeguard our communities and prevent further tragedies caused by fentanyl.
Drug addiction is a complex issue, but it's important to remember that recovery is possible. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please know that you're not alone. There are resources available to help, including addiction support groups, treatment centers and hotlines. Don't hesitate to reach out for help. Recovery is a journey, and it's often challenging, but with support and determination, it's possible to overcome addiction and live a healthy, fulfilling life. Remember, there is hope. Recovery is within reach, and there are people who care and want to help you every step of the way.